The sky grows dark, decay underneath, with ravens in the sky, and kings shall deceive. We have come into the night, thunder and rage in war a night. We have come into the night, thunder and rage in war a night. We'll fight for kings, for Ragnarok. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. The sounds of arms, fierce morality, nightfall the rain, and the silence leads. We have come into the night, thunder and rage in war a night. We have come into the night, thunder and rage in war a night. We'll fight for kings, for Ragnarok. Sail war. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla.
Hello,
Hello,
everyone, and welcome to Valhalla Esports, the final week of our regular season. I'm joined here by Fluffy Death, my
Hello, everybody.
wonderful co-caster. And we're
Thank
gonna
you
hop
so much.
straight into the game. We're watching the game between H2O and Titan's Wrath, and the winner of this series will secure their place in the playoffs.
Yeah. First things I noticed of this draft is H2O has the gangplank for Jan. That is something that is going to be very scary in this game.
That is true. Yannick Shema, very much Gangplank main champion of his, so gonna be very scary. Looks like Titan's Wrath trading that over. They opted to take out the Cassidy and the Yone instead, and they were able to pick themselves up the Zac, Seraphine, and Braum in round one. H2O rounded it out with the Gangplank, Mumu, and Mordekaiser.
I'm not too sure about Titan's Wrath draft so far. I mean, they seem to round it out in the later stages here, but the Zac, Seraphine, Braum seems much, much worse than the Amumu, Gangplank, Mordekaiser.
I know the Zac I do really like getting picked up. That champion's just been
Yep.
ridiculous in the jungle this entire season. Mumu's also a very strong jungler, so a lot of good engage from the jungle. I know the past couple of weeks, Bentage has been playing the Seraphine a lot mid, so I'd expect that to be
Yep.
a mid Seraphine.
Same. And the Braum
And
support.
then Braum just a support I don't see as much anymore, but still very solid
Yeah.
engage and can block a lot of damage coming through for his team. I do agree though, H2O's team comp right now, all three of those champions look very scary. Getting invited to games randomly.
The Zeri pick here, I think they can definitely scale well into the game. I don't And it is hard to hit Zeri with Gangplank barrels, but something like it's hit by Mordekaiser ult is not always most reliable, but you can't really pick it around that, so the
Right.
Vayne pick.
I'm too popular. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am back from my hiatus of having a new child. I'll be here a little more often, but still sporadically. And then to round out the draft for Titan's Wrath, they got that Zeri. H2O picks up Vayne and Vi for the. Is that gonna? That's gonna be
I'm
a support
surprised
in a
by that.
Mumu. That'll be a support in
Yeah,
a
I thought it'd
jungle
be the
Vi.
Rel. I mean, I know Blitz loves Blitz loves his Rel, so I'm surprised that wasn't going to support and Mumu wasn't going jungle, but what are you gonna do about
He
jungle?
does play a fair amount of Mumu support as well, so it's a good
True.
first pick if they want to use it as a flex, and looks like they utilize that choice. And we'll see what Titan's Wrath picks as their final pick for their top laner. The Maokai. I know KB does like that Maokai. We see his Alawi had gotten banned away. So definitely another champ KB is very comfortable on. It's very much known for that Alawi, Maokai a lot, Renekton, Poppy. Lots of champs he likes up there.
I'm really concerned about how Titan's Wrath is going to kill anybody on Team H2O.
They basically need Zeri to get really big, and then they're just trying to tank the fights with the Zac and Maokai and have a lot of sustain through the Seraphine.
My only concern is Zeri autos don't go through people, right? So if they can get enough bodies in the way and protect the Vayne and the Gangplank, I'm not sure what they can really do against that.
Alright, now we're gonna get into the game, but we can just keep talking about the draft. We got plenty of time.
Yeah.
It is nice that H2O got that Vayne pick, since they do have those big tanks in the Braum, Zac, Maokai they're gonna have to get through, so I think that was a very smart pickup as far as the ADC. And then if Mord gets scary and Gangplank gets scary, I agree, H2O will be in a very good position in their fights, whereas they have kind of the singular carry in the Zeri as far as Titan's Wrath. But we'll have to see how they execute as they get into the game. But I do agree, I think H2O's draft, just as far as champion to champion, I would prefer.
I think Evbot's Mordekaiser, he can definitely do work against KB in the top lane. I can definitely see some gapping going on there. KB is a very solid player though, so it won't be too big, but I can definitely see a CS lead.
It'll depend on how much KB can actually dodge the Mordekaiser Qs.
Yeah.
And trade back and avoid just the passive damage that does so much.
Yeah.
But I do think where Keanu Reeves goes as the Vi and where Zac goes, who's their jungler?
Their jungler is Casual.
Casual. And where Casual goes with Zac, I think that will dictate a lot as far as like fights up and top, and if they can get any ganks off mid to try to help out Vintage against Yannick Shama.
Yep.
But definitely a very tank heavy, heal heavy comp for Titan's Wrath.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want to
straight
have.
Damage
Vi.
of H2O.
Shall I turn in my badge and
Yeah.
rifle as well?
But even the straight damage, right? They have Mordekaiser, Vi, and Mumu, who are all. Mumu will probably go pretty big tanky here, and then Mordekaiser and Vi will build their resistance items as well. So it's not the squishiest comp in the world. They still have tons of damage.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot more people who can be that carry in a team fight, though.
Yep. I want to see the stats on how many times Mumu has been first picked this season.
I
think
that's
that's probably
Bulgaria. I don't know. I don't
but
know
it's
if
probably
we
up
have
to
that
like
all
20% of games isn't a Mumu first picked. Like I imagine it's really high.
Yeah, definitely a very solid first pick at a lot of times. Just if you have a jungler and support who are both comfortable on it, it's an easy flex and just has so much utility. We got Nkaiser rooting for H2O. Anybody who's got predictions for the games, toss them in the chat, or if you have a prediction for the series overall, let us know what you're thinking. But with that, they'll finish their loadouts, and then we'll get our 3-minute delay, and we'll get into this game.
Yeah. I don't think we have not seen a lot of Vayne this season, but that's one of my personal favorite champions to play. Just a lot of flashy things you can do on the champion. I'm excited to see that.
You would like to play Vayne, just like you like
I
to
don't
play
play. I don't play top. Don't worry. I don't play top. Don't worry.
God, I hate people who play Vayne. It's just like, because playing top mainly, I'm always on the tankier kind of champ, and I'm like, oh, I guess it doesn't matter because they have a Vayne on their team.
Yep. I've had a bad day. It's like I'm running Vayne top. Don't care. Let's do it.
Right.
Let's spread the misery around a little bit.
It's got to. Here we go. We're getting into the delay. So if you need to grab something to drink, use the restroom, go ahead and do that right now, and then we'll get into the action.
Yeah.
The fight for the final playoff spot. Who will secure victory?
Do you have any season or not season series predictions, Hailstrom? H2O or Titans draft?
I'm gonna predict H2O because they've been looking really good these past couple of weeks. Titans Wrath has also looked good, but they haven't had as much time since they got formed later to get as many games together. But
Yep.
they have been looking good despite the lack of practice time. But I'm leaning H2O.
I'm also leaning H2O. I think the Cinderella story is gonna happen. They're gonna pull it out. The 0-4 to the 3-4 playoff spot will be a sight to see. I'm very happy for that.
Yeah, for sure. They had Modlock came in and did a VOD review with them and some slight coaching, and he, to the effect, said, do better, and they really took it to heart.
Yep. That is the best advice you can get. Just do better. Have you ever paid for a coach outside of one of the coaches in here to do VOD reviews for your team?
I have not. The most I had ever done was the last season of Pressar, where I was on Beard's team. We would kind of do the VOD reviews together.
Yeah.
But generally, I was kind of the one running the VOD review.
Yep. I got
you?
coaching a while ago just for me personally. Apparently my diamond, I play like a diamond or platinum Irelia, so you know.
Oh yeah.
We take that. We take that.
We'll take it. Too good for Lima. Also, we're in H2O. We've got a lot of H2O love in here. Where's all the Titans Wrath love? But how was the coaching? Did you find it effective?
It was good. It was like $10 for like an hour, so I'll take my money. There's some pretty good value there.
Nice.
Learned a lot.
Now you're just a filthy Aurelia one trick.
Yeah, exactly. After the game, Tony was like, "Yeah, I did not expect." I was like, He was like, "Yeah, when you said you play Aurelia and you're in silver," he was like, he was expecting the worst."
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes it does just depend on how much you play ranked for like how high you actually climb. But here we go. 5 more seconds. We're getting into game. See.
I had 1,000 games of ranked that
game
season,
one.
so don't talk about it.
1,000 ranked games? Wow.
Mhm.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Was that like a recent season or was that a little while ago?
That was last season.
Wow. Damn. I think I had 20 or 30 ranked games. I did whatever I needed to do to hit plat, and then I stopped.
Yep.
But I also did that in the last 2 weeks of the season because I didn't play any ranked.
Fair enough.
Look at these mastery points.
Yep.
Yannick Shama, not that high in the Gangplank despite him really liking it a lot. But here we go.
No.
Are you predicting any kind of invades?
The Amumu Mordekaiser Vi. It'll be a tough invade, right? Both teams are very good at anti-invading and anti-invading. So idea really just I think Titan's Wrath is gonna invade. and H2O will not, because Titans Wrath, I think they know that their comp is worse. So they need the 50-50 flip beginning of the game and try to get a
Get that
first
early
blooder
lead.
and then a kill and just try to just
30 seconds until
uh,
minions spawn.
spiral it out of control from there, snowball it.
It looks like you are correct. They're 5-manning the lane bush of bot lane, so we'll see if they're just doing a delayed invade or if they're gonna try to do something even more cheesy. But they do have the Amumu and the Vayne sitting in that bush, so they should see it coming and ideally walk away. Looks like they opted to not actually go for the invade at all. They just wanted to sit here in case someone wandered the lane. We're gonna need...
Is KB gonna start in bot? Is he gonna choose bot lane? Oh no.
Oh, okay, I see. KB is going to cheese gank level 1 bot and then TP back top.
Yep. I'm ready for this. I'm all for this.
I wonder if he started a root. Because unless he roots them, they could just flash away, and then you're kind of burning your TP for not much. But we will see. Here they are fake leashing, so they're trying to hide where Vi is starting.
Yep.
Zach went ahead and started the birds, and I was doing red. And,
Oh,
he
and
did
there they
start.
go. Akali is engaged upon. He flashes
Just gonna
away,
Flash, gets stun.
and Blitz is also flashing, and then it's over. Just
Not
like
bad.
Two
They-
flashes. It's not horrible though.
They
and
did burn
pretty
the
good
2
trade.
flashes, so that's pretty good. He's gonna be a little bit behind in XP though.
Yep.
And now if he does die top, that'll be a huge punishment.
Yeah.
So now KB just needs to play very respectfully to make sure the lack of TP doesn't hurt him.
Yep. He does have the 3 corrupting potions though, so he's probably be fine up there. He also has phase rush to get out of any dives or any other engages, so I think he can survive.
Yeah, I'd agree. Wow, yeah, that is a phase rush. Okay, that's interesting.
I think it makes sense in Mordekaiser, right? Don't let it get passive off. Get out of there.
Yeah, that's true. You could just run out of it quicker. I'm just so used to running Grasp because you get so much value off of having more health. A nice gank here.
Casual ganking gun is looking. Oh, he flashes out and he's fine.
A good force on the flash there. Good gank by casual plebs.
Yep.
The Seraphine did start tier, so if it had been a Doran's shield start, maybe it would have been a little more pressure to get a kill there. But without that, just forced a flash, but Gangplank was pretty safe still.
I am surprised by the green pet choice by Vi. I would have expected red or red usually, right?
I don't really know. The jungle's the one thing I never do, so I don't know what pets each jungler wants.
Yeah.
I do know at one point green pet was just the best overall.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still true, or if it's just what Keanu Reeves is comfortable with currently.
Totally possible. Comfort is a big thing in these really close games, right? These are probably high stress situations for both teams.
For sure.
And playing something you're comfortable on, just trying to get the nerves out of the way.
Ooh.
Pretty good. Oh, and he
It's
goes
the knockup.
in.
Should
And
be a
Yon
kill.
is going to be dead here. First blood. Seraphine does get the assist.
Yeah, happened to hit that Q before the Gangplank had walked over to ward, and the timers have now been extended so long it's that assist, so very nicely re-ganked by casual plebs to pick up that kill after he burned the GP flash. Good delay there by Nithros on the back, since they can see Vi in the bush. Waste a little bit of her time.
Yep, so bot lane's looking pretty even right now. Zera does have 6 more CS. That is a pretty substantial lead. And Seraphine has a lot more CS in the mid lane as well. But Gangplank did get his Sheen back, so he'll have a lot of laning pressure right now.
Yep, it's a big power spike as soon as Gangplank hits that Sheen. Those Q pokes become so much more deadly. But good job here by Bentage, just farming it out, doing the Seraphine thing, playing safe, and becoming a good heal bot / CC bot later for his team.
Those Seraphine ults can definitely win team fights very easily.
For sure. And also pretty well played on the side of H2O's bot lane, despite getting cheese ganked by the Maokai. Haven't really come under much kill pressure. And
Oops,
are
he goes
staying
in. The
safe.
flash comes out from Seraphine. And Vi as well, but Seraphine makes it out alive.
a good gank there by Keanu Reeves, forcing the flash, getting the trade. So effective gank. Can potentially look for a re-gank once the Seraphine backs without that summoner spell. I think once that mid lane hits level 6, where if the lane pushes towards GP, he can just ult Seraphine and give Vi an easy gank. That'll be the time they look for kills. And KB so far doing well in that top lane, down 20 CS. So feeling that I'd assume it was the XP differential, giving even more power in that lane.
And blue team, their H2O gets the dragon.
Yep.
At just a singular cloud, so nothing too big there.
A good sneak there. Vi queued over the wall, so there was no vision for Titan's Wrath to spot out that dragon tick.
I didn't even know Vi could just solo drags level 4.
Most champs can, I think, at this point. It just depends on how long it takes for each one. But Vi does an okay job because she does have that shield passive.
Seraphine ult comes out, Jan throws a questionable TPL. Bandage
He went under tower.
He gets the kill.
But the
And
trade.
he dies to ignite. That is, that was a saving grace. That last tick on the ignite there.
Yeah,
Disaster otherwise.
That was a little bit of a misplay from Yannick Shama. I don't think he needed to get close enough for the tower to shoot him, and without that tower shot, I don't think he does.
I think he might have wanted the passive proc, possibly. And he just happened to get a little bit too close. But yes, staying out of tower range is always a good thing.
Nice little trade there from Kali. Got the triple auto for the passive.
Just some chill farming happened in the bot lane. Still a 20 CS gap in the favor of Zeri.
For sure. We see Maokai went for an early tier also, so we have a lot of scaling items coming out on the side of Titan's Wrath. Once Maokai gets that Fimbulwinter and the rest of his tank items, it makes him even more tanky just from the passive healing and the fact that you CC everyone on cooldown. You get that shield from the Fimbulwinter.
Yeah.
So it like effectively doubles your health bar.
Evbot has ultimate, so he might be looking for kill pressure here.
Oh, that's a nice W to avoid the E from the Mordekaiser there.
Vintage is out farming Jan right now, and that's exactly where he wants to be. He knows he's not winning this lane. He's out salaried by a significant amount. So he's doing excellent there so far. And
the tree.
Evbot gets the ultimate, yep. The tree is gonna be cut down by the lumberjack. Oh, but a flash! The juke! And he gets him!
Almost escapes it, but forces the flash out of Evbot, but picks up the kill.
Yep.
Yeah, right there, as soon as the E hit after the W went through, the Maokai just got pulled far too far into the lane for the Mord ultimate. And no real way of getting out there, but very close, and well played by KB to try. And yeah, I think Bench is doing a great job here in the mid lane, keeping up in farm, getting those kills, but definitely that Zac gank early was a big help. Oh, get that. Yeah.
Good Braum wall there, stopping some of the damage from Akali.
Yes.
Vayne.
Tactically,
Walks in the same bush.
Jungle fight.
He's definitely fight. Vi wins, but now Serpent's Umbrella gameplay showing up. He gets the barrel, Serpent plays down. The charm goes out, catches Vi. Vi's gonna Q away, but hits the Zac on the way out. Zac ease over, lets the Q, and big fight there. Kill for Zeri, kill for Zac, and they come out of that on top.
Kind of a weird engage where the Vi walked into the Zac, but good collapse there from Titan's Wrath to have 4 members first and clean up that fight with 2 kills.
I think H2O needs to calm down a little bit, stop face checking so many bushes. They're in a good state of a drag, and they have the scaling comp here. They win scaling very, very hard. So I'd imagine just at this point they're just like, okay, let's calm down, guys. Just play this bit slower than we currently are.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing to start super worrying about, but it is a 1.5k gold lead currently for Titan's Wrath, so playing it very well in this early game.
And casual on the Zac, I've seen him snowball games very hard. So
Yeah,
I think there is some definitely pressure here to get the snowball rolling. Once it starts, can they stop it?
it's like I've said, every time I've seen Zach in these games this season, champion's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Get that proc of the phase rush so he can walk away, and Zach's looking to give him some love here top lane. We'll see how the gank goes. I believe Mordecai does have ult, so we'll
Yep.
have to watch out for that. And immediately ults to Zach. Zach is waiting it out, and then they're gonna look to re-engage.
Yep. And he might be looking. Oh, is he dead here?
Got that shield.
He might be able to kill Maokai. I think he survives. No. Oh,
Good
it's
dodge.
very close. He has a Conqueror fully stacked,
Ugh,
and he runs away.
So close.
And everybody makes out alive.
Yep. A good way to find it out, they did essentially force him to waste the Mord ult, but the lack of damage allowing Mord to walk away with about 50 HP.
Yep, and they secure drag right there. Evbot showing why he's good top laner here. Surviving the 1v2, enabling the drag. Very good stuff.
For sure. Meanwhile, the bot lane stayed pretty even. Zeri picked up that one kill in the team fight near mid, but they're down 20 CS, but it's been pretty constant in that gap.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Engage with Pyro. Nothing got out of it though, and they back off once again.
Yeah.
Pretty even health in the supports here. Pretty even health in the ADCs.
Unfortunately for Challenge Cat, that Q missed, so didn't get the slow to get a lot more damage down on the Moo as he walked away.
Yeah.
If there's any mods in the chat, yeah, ban that spam message, please. If not, I'll ban it after this game.
Yon putting some pressure on in the mid lane. He has the barrels down. Looking to possibly get a kill here. Up his KD of the 1-3. Obviously, a skirmish in the bot lane. The Condemn comes out, stunning the Braum, ending the fight right there. These isolated Qs, though, from Mordecai are hurting a lot, and he does have the first, or second, one of the first two items in the game. Both of them are on H2O's team.
Oh, yeah, looks like Gangplank picks up that Essence Reaver.
Yeah.
Super hurt with those Qs now. And yeah, the Rylai's as far as Mord. Now if Mayo tries to use the W and then disengage, it'll be a lot harder with that slow constantly going.
Two of the most ridiculous items that only cost 2,600 gold. And Zac engages the bot lane.
A very
and
nice
Qs are
engage.
pulled together. Gangplank ult is helping them though, and Amumu might survive here. They do. The re-engage comes out from the Vi, and it looks pretty good.
Very
Bait killing
nice.
Zeri. They're following the Braum. Gangplank gets killing Zac, and Braum goes down as well.
Great
This is
counter
Gangplank.
gank and
Or Bait, sorry,
rotation
Bait.
from H2O there. Very well played. Neither of the bot laners died. And they turn a 3-0.
Yeah, I think that's the turning point of this game. I think we're going to see H2O take it over from here on out. They have the two dragons.
Fully even
got
on
it.
gold now.
Yep, and Vayne's going to have her item. So,
Thank you, Bulgaria, for banning the
it's
spam
definitely-
bot.
and Mordecai still has tons of pressure on his top lane. He also has Rift on him right now. So if he can either force KB to back, he might be able to get a Rift off.
Yeah, he might just use the Rift back though, because you don't have to use it immediately. So he could
Yep.
back here, get another item, and then pressure it back in before he drops it.
Totally. KB will have TP at that point though, but if he gets a kill, does not matter.
KB is looking for the, yeah, what's that item called? The Abyssal Mask? Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of those MR items I see so rarely now. But definitely a good pickup for against Mord, and it'll help enable some more damage coming through from his team.
Totally. We do see the Zac is way ahead on the stacks on this item.
Looks like they want to drop the Rift Herald mid.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right. He's about 7 camps ahead, so will finish that and has his mythic finished.
Radiant Virtue is such a strong item. We just saw it very little in like preseason and such, but coming in here, it's been played a lot.
Yeah, no one had built it until they buffed it and made you so much tankier, and now it's kind of ridiculous.
Yep. Vayne going Kraken makes a lot of sense. I would be concerned about the engage though from the Zac and such. But the fight goes under the turrets, and Fight gets the kill, and he walks out alive.
A good
Very
slow,
impressive there.
but not enough from the tower.
Are they gonna step a rift? They do, and they're gonna be looking for this tower.
Zac nearby, but no one else to kind of.
Vi closing in. Vi misses the engage. Looks like Zac goes in on the Mordekaiser though. Mordekaiser might be dying here.
He
He
does pick
die.
up that kill. Wow.
And Zac gets out alive. Oh, but doesn't get out alive. The Vile comes in. Gangplank ults. Gangplank dies as well. Big mistake there.
Seriously.
And the Moonwolf comes out as well.
The tower finally goes down.
And they all. Whew, okay. I don't think that was the trade they were looking for in that mid lane.
It was
That's for sure.
a bit of an aggressive engage from Casual, but it worked out since he picked up 2 of the kills before the tower went down. Almost got the 3rd. If there had been one more tower shot, that would have been a 3-for-1 in the tower.
They back off drag here. Maokai shows
Had to
up
get the Mayo
pressing
TP.
reinforcements.
So they don't have a smite here, so they'll have to either kill the Vi or just CC her to keep her away from the steal.
Gangplank is crazy right now. 2 items. This is gonna be spiraling out of control very quickly. It's some very good team fighting.
Preventative Braum ultimate in case Vi was looking to steal, but they had decided to give that dragon, and they pick up the first dragon on the side of Titan's Wrath.
Oh, KB goes to the flash. Lands the stun on the Gangplank. He is rooted and he oranges out. Will get stunned by the Seraphine. Seraphine misses. Ult hits
okay,
him
the
though
ult
and
did
gets the
hit.
kill. But he does get the kill on Maokai regardless.
Yeah, a little 1-for-1 trade. One where KB ended up taking a couple more tower shots than he probably wanted to.
Yep.
But they nut over the kill, hopefully give Seraphine some more time to farm up.
But Mordekaiser also gets his time to farm top lane, so he'll be getting stronger just like Seraphine will.
To root, and then Zeri opted for the shield bow. So hoping to avoid
flash
getting
out,
blowed
flash
up.
Q, and Seraphine's
Nice
dead.
flash engage.
Zac engage though. I think the Zac OP ults. He'll be doing a lot of damage to Vayne. Vayne flashes, ults, and ghosts, and she gets out alive. Zac keeps going though. Vi can't disengage. Amumu can just probably walk it out here, and it'll be fine.
Zac does so much damage.
Yeah.
But nicely escaped there from Akali.
About to end the top lane, doing some damage. KV just cannot challenge him right now, not at all.
No, KB's just going for that kind of hyper scaling tankiness build, so until he gets a couple more items, it's still going to be rough. But getting that Abyssal Mass finish definitely is a help where he's not getting chunked out nearly as badly as he was before. And then looks like they might be looking for a collapse here with the Zac, but spot on the ward, so they'll clear that out, but Mord will be safe.
What do you think Titan's Wrath has to do to win this game?
I think they're doing pretty well. They have to watch out for getting a little overeager under towers to give away more gold. If they can, in team fights, shut down this Vayne, who's doing very well, that's what they're going to need to do.
The fight here, he oranges out of the Seraphine ult and Seraphine goes down. These side lane picks are very strong for H2O.
Yeah, they can't really side lane with the Seraphine pick. She's there to enable your team, not to split push.
Zac engages, Mordekaiser ult comes out. Will they kill him before he gets out of the ult? Probably not. Maokai will be here to help as well. And Evbot's looking like he's gonna die here. He goes down to KB.
Nicely picked up. Here we see the turning point where they both finally have some Bomby Cinders and some tank stats, so they can survive that Mord ultimate and wait it out and then kill him in the 2v1. Meanwhile, Gangplank picks up that bot tower after he had gotten the 1v1 advantage, so basically trades across the map for both teams. And probably the next big fight will be in about a minute 45 when that Infernal Dragon spawns.
Yeah.
See if H2O can get the soul point or if Titan's Wrath can tie up the score.
Some skirmishing going on the mid lane, just farming. Gangplank challenging the Maokai. He gets the slow. He's gonna run up. This damage is insane. KB goes in, but he's dead.
Didn't get to avoid that damage there, and that passive plus just barrel damage is ridiculous.
Yeah. it's so dumb. It is so silly.
Also, KB is basically fully gone MR so far, so right now
True.
Gangplank's essentially doing true damage to him.
Don't the barrels ignore armor?
Probably.
Is that how that works?
I'm not sure. But I know it at least resets its passive, and then its passive is true damage. And the burn. But yeah. No one really can 1v1 the Gangplank right now, as far as Titan's Wrath.
I mean, either the Zac has some sort of chance here, but nope. The Zac is going down very quickly in this fight. He has the E away, and he goes down. We're gonna have to clean up that passive, it looks like. And the skirmish is happening in that alley there. Serpinol comes out, hits two of them. Zac manages to escape with his life, but Braum goes down to the Vayne. Vayne's gonna look to this fight. The sums are out, and they trade it.
Zeri does get the shutdown there, so that's 1,000
Very
gold
big
for
for her.
Zeri.
But Mordekaiser is so big, gonna run down the rest of the team, it looks like. Can he land one ability to get the slow on? Nope, he just walks away.
Yep. So, a good fight there for H2O. The silver lining for Titan's Wrath was Nithris picking up that 1,000 gold shutdown.
Nithris finishes his IE. His Infinity Edge, that's pretty good for him. Maokai gets his second item.
Yeah, but there we saw a very nice pick off on the Zac. So despite focusing the tank, they did it before the 5-man of Titan's Wrath was really together.
Yep.
And just had a very disjointed fight that was very favorable.
Yeah. Gangplank with 3 items at 22 minutes is something else. That is...
It's a bit scary.
Yeah. I think there's very little Titan's Wrath can do to come into this game. I mean, the Zeri just has to 1v9 basically.
At this point, they just need to like get to 4 items so that their tanks will have more MR and armor to deal with both types of carries in the Mord and the Gangplank.
Yep.
And again, it's just if they can find a good fight where they can blow up Vayne, then that's huge for them. But if they can't get to the Vayne, then
And there goes Maokai.
they'll keep burning down these team fights. God, that
They're already
Gangplank
going for
true
Baron.
damage burn, doing so much.
Oh, and Akali steps up a little too much, and she goes down to Bandage. Nice job.
Nice ult combo there from the Seraphine and the Braum.
Yep.
Making it so Vayne
Back
can't
up.
walk away from the
Oh.
Baron and dies.
Seraphine gets chunked by a barrel. Vi goes for the engage. Braum is caught out here. Gangplank ult slows them. Vi goes in massively long ult. And Seraphine goes down. So does the
Zeri
Braum.
is free out of
Yep. And she gets the Vi. But now Mordekaiser ults her. And she
Can
kites the
Nithris
Mordekaiser. Looks like she
kite?
can. It is actually, she
Ooh.
gets the kill.
Very well played there by Nithris.
Yeah.
Yeah, despite the big jump onto the Seraphine, no one really got onto the Zeri, and she was just dumping out damage. Zac did a good job jumping into the back line as Vi ulted to disrupt the damage coming through from H2O. And overall, kind of a messy team fight, but it worked out for Titan's Wrath.
Yeah.
Originally, I thought Braum had just gone a little deep, but ended up pulling out the miracle.
Yeah, I was going to die much quicker than he did. Casually stealing some jungle camps there.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Comedic genius.
Zac clearing some vision and jumping from Baron to his Krugs, because Zaki is reasonable.
Very reasonable champion.
And
You saw that. You saw that Seraphine out how far that went. So you know.
Right. At least that one has to hit people to do that. And now a Blitzkrieg Pyro clearing out this Baron Vision. So we'll see how much each team wants to commit, and if one of the teams try to pull the trigger again on this Baron fight. Oh, maybe getting caught out a little bit.
Maybe he's getting caught out a little bit.
A nice 3-man knockup by the Zac there.
And they all do so much damage. There was
Takes out
Vayne.
the Vayne.
And there goes Yon as well. Exactly what they need to do is happening. They are punching these team fights up.
That Triumph
Just trying to get the
shield
ult off.
saved
He does get it off.
Zeri.
He's going to that Seraphine. But he's gonna die very quickly when he comes out of this. He does.
Unfortunately for EveBot, every time he's ulting someone, it's someone who has some pretty good move speed, and they're dodging his abilities well enough to survive in that ultimate. Now, Titan's Wrath will pick up this Baron, showing us that they can come back in this game and looking very strong currently. We'll want to see how they try to close it out, or if they want to try to go for this Dragon once they reset.
You have a 4K gold lead, pretty big for them. Almost an item and a half almost.
Go Blitz. I'm sure Blitz can solo Baron. That supportive movement is pretty OP.
Yeah.
And here, the dragon spawning in 25 seconds. Looks like both teams are going to be fighting for vision, and we'll see how this next team fight goes. We saw on that one the Zac jumped directly on 3 members and immediately blew up the Vayne, showing how if they get that good pick in the start of a team fight, they can still have a very strong presence in this game.
I think H2O needs to stop making mistakes, stop getting caught out, and then they can come out and they can win this one.
Yeah. Either way, I think next game I would just ban out that Zac, that champion can engage from so far away.
I think we're seeing Zac bans, I think we're seeing some, oh, they engage Zac is another massive engage. Engage almost anywhere, moves in the backline, gets the stuns. Gangplank all comes out there, they're kiting this much better than they did before, but Amumu goes down the bot lane, and there goes Vi as well, there falls Vayne, Gangplank, and Mordekaiser.
Wow.
Quadra kill from Zeri.
I was gonna say at the start of that fight, it looked like the Zac didn't quite hit the Vayne, but he ends up pulling it out and survives basically 1v4 while the rest of the team kited back and dealt with the engage from H2O. So Titan's Wrath showing us this team comp is working for them, and now they're gonna have a hard push in this mid lane. They got what they needed, where they have a huge front line with that 10 kill Zac, and the Zeri also has 9 kills, so it's dumping out that damage as basically the solo carry as far as damage.
Yep.
Although Zac's passive damage slash just, I believe he scales a lot of his damage with health also.
Yep.
That do not discount the amount of damage that champion does.
Some turtling happening from H2O here, trying to clear waves. And their team comp is pretty good at Gangplank. Has some very fast clear.
True.
Oh, look at Casually's casually doing now. Stealing more camps.
So what do you think now as far as H2O? What do they need to do to kind of get this game back in their grasp?
Not get hit by Zac, really. I mean, it's just gonna be. I think it comes down to the vision game, right? You gotta have the vision control. You gotta understand, okay, where is Zac gonna be coming from, and play around that range as much as possible. If they can successfully do that, the Vayne keep the Gangplank out of his immediate E and then ult combo, I think they can win these team fights.
Agreed. I also think just making sure your backline isn't clumped, where a lot of these fights. Oh, hello. Alright, so I guess we're 3 minutes away from the end of the game. Spoilers. But a lot of these team fights have started where Zac will jump onto 2 or 3 members in the back line, so they need to not get a hit like that. A nice pick there on the Gangplank. Almost kills Zeri, showing that crit flank is still very scary, but doesn't burn down, it's now healing up nicely.
That gets spotted out. He looks to back off a little bit, regroup with his teammates, and go for a push.
Yep. They're doing a good job splitting up the 4-1, utilizing pressure in multiple waves, or lanes.
Zach's going for the engage here. If he cancel it, he's not going to tower dive there.
Yeah, when we were talking
Yeah.
about the draft, I was saying how Zach is kind of a ridiculous champion. And definitely
Yeah.
showing it in this game. KB saying he made Casual cancel the jump in there, Casual just wanting to tower dive at all times.
The tower's going to fall here, and they're going to close in for the end, it looks like.
Yep, doing a good job using that essential 6th member in that mid lane with the super minions.
Yep.
Playing it slowly and getting towers. Now, the Vi and Mumu jump onto the Maokai in the bot lane, but he
And-
now becomes that super tank
Yep.
and doesn't really care.
The no mythic super tank is going to walk out of there.
Though now Vayne's here, he will care.
Yeah. Yes, now he will.
However, on the
Phaser
other
pop-
side, it's a 4v2, so pushing down these
Yeah, and
towers.
Malachi gets out of it regardless, so not a lot gained.
Braum knows to go down.
And
Ooh, a nice
bot
circle.
survives. Moves might get pulled out here to Zeri, and the cleanup's coming through. Gangplank will be dead for this probably final fight here. That's just going crazy. He has a triple kill, no double kill only, but they're going to get on the towers. Can the
And
Mordecai
here-
just stave off the end?
Here they will just burn down the towers, and
Yep.
looks like it'll go. Game 1, the way of Titan's Wrath. Burn down the Mordekaiser for good measure, and then they end the game.
Very, very impressive.
Yeah, very well played there from Titan's Wrath. We were worried about a lack of damage, but definitely pulling it out.
Yeah. Not what I expected, but that was a very good game. I think, will they ban the GP game too, though? That's the big question.
It seemed fine, honestly, from what they
Yeah.
wanted to do. GP did do a ton of damage, so it wouldn't be the worst ban, but I understand worrying more about a scaling Cassidy or a Yone pick, so might just go with the same bans. But we will have to see. Now I'll hop back into their game. Looks like not everyone's in here, so we'll toss it to a quick break. This is the only game tonight. There are different games going on, but this is the one we're casting tonight, if that's what you're asking, Janelle. We're not planning on casting another game tonight, just this one. This one is coming up. Well, we have 1 or 2 more games left. This is a live series,
Yep.
so it's just whoever wins. If Titan's Wrath wins, then we have 1 more game. If H2O wins, then we have 2 more games to go. Alright, sweet. Thank you, Janelle. We appreciate it. Welcome everyone from being hosted. I hope you enjoy some of the League of Legends action here at Valhalla Esports.
Yay.
If anyone is interested in joining, I'm sure somebody could post a link to the website if you're interested in getting some games. I haven't hosted yet. That's fine. I'm just practicing now.
And for everyone here who is already part of Valhalla Esports, remember, the sign-up sheet for Season 2 is out now.
That is true.
Check out the announcements or the new player forums channel, and I'm pretty sure that's where you can find them. There are captain spots available if you want to take a swing at doing that.
True that. We're going to be looking to have 16 teams for the next season, so we'll need 4 additional captains, and we'll have 4 more teams worth of players, so we'll have more chances for people to get onto teams. Of course we missed you. How have you been? I need more Aurelia top to deal with, you know. Who's the new guy? Yeah, if you signed up as a player, then you're all good. You'll be in the season in the draft pool. If you're interested in being a captain, go ahead and sign up for that. And then once we see who all wants to be a captain, we'll determine who of the 16 people will end up being captains.
Yeah.
So as far as captains, we'll probably have some kind of a quick interview / talk to you
Yeah.
about it to make sure you know what all goes into it.
Yeah, Janelle, I'm totally in your boat. Nope, not doing it again. I had my experience. That was enough for me. No, maybe sometime in the future, but not with finals coming up and stuff.
Right.
Not for me. I need the ego boost of somebody picking me to be on their team, you know?
Of course. I think I might actually be able to play this coming season, so that'll be
Oh,
exciting.
nice. I was just drooling. I needed 1125 top laner, and I just look at the sub list and there's the Salt, insert name here, and Hailstrom all there, and I'm like, I have so many choices if only they were available.
Right.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, unfortunately, Insert decided to go to Middle Earth,
Yep.
and the Salt is deployed currently. Draft. Haha. Thank you, sir. Looks like we're getting ready for the Game 2 draft.
Yep.
The Salt's still around, just he's in Spain currently. But he messages every once in a while. Just add him in the Discord a bunch until he answers you.
Yeah. I think the Salt my first ever time subbing for a team, I was playing top for Lethal Limes team, I think it was. And I was playing against the Salt.
I kept having it when we were in Press R. Every time there'd be a sub, it'd be the Salt playing against me in top lane.
Yeah.
So I think I ended up playing against him like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Akal, yeah, I kicked his ass. You know, I was playing my Orin top that I don't play into the Salt's Mordekaiser. It went amazing. Got absolutely stomped.
Oh, some
You
quick
know,
bans. We see a triple ban from H2O against Casual, the Scion, Shaco, Zac, and the same 3 bans from Titan's Wrath.
yep, and we get the Mumu pick once again.
The Yone, Cassidon, and Elise. Yep. Still like that Amumu. It's a good flex for them. They can do it support or jungle. So still a good first pick to snag.
They are really not scared of this gangplank. It'll be hopefully maybe we can do a little. It wasn't too much of a problem though game 1, right? But I
Right.
think if we bet more with the Zac, I think it'd be a problem.
And we're liking that Braum pick. Picking up
Yeah.
Braum for support again. Vote for what? And the Seraphine. Picking up those comfort picks again. Definitely Benchage has been liking that Seraphine mid a lot. Lets him play safe and do a lot of CC and healing and damage for his team.
The
And the
Sejuani
pick.
They do show the most likely a Mumu support pretty early here, but it could be a 20 top. You never know. But imagine they're putting Evbot in a carry role.
The Bentage, you read. I know the Sejuani is a comfort pick for Kiano in the jungle, so
Yep.
we'll hope to see a lot of good ganks coming out of that, and the Jinx pickup to round out the most likely Mumu Jinx bot lane.
I am a little concerned about the Jinx pick, right? You saw the full tanky comp last game, so I'm not sure Jinx can get your passive off in this matchup. They run it back with a lot of tanks.
With this one, since they did take out the Zac, there's less of an issue of him just slingshotting himself into the backline.
True.
They take out the Mord there. Benchage didn't want to deal with that on the top lane again.
Yeah.
And then Zaya taken out on the side of H2O. And here we do
And
get
there's
the
Gangplank
Gangplank ban saying, all right, round 2, we'll toss the
Yeah.
ban out there.
Yep, makes sense.
And
Makes sense.
Zeri ban definitely played very well in game 1, so I do like that ban. Hey, if we get sick of you too much, we can just mute you and then wait until we need more Janao infused into our lives. This time, Titan's Wrath picks up the Vayne.
Yep.
Another
Good
good
good into 20.
very kind of similar to the Zeri in that way, where you're short range, but you like to roll around in team fights and deal a lot of damage.
Lysandra mid for Jan. Like it.
Been there. Benchage says he's voting for Titan's Wrath. Which is good, because he's on Titan's Wrath. Good
Yeah,
job.
no biases there. Totally just unbiased opinions. Love them.
And the Sandra for the mid lane and the Fiora for top.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
spicy. So I think Fiora's assuming it's neuter top, or just blind picking the Fiora saying, I feel good enough to play it.
Gotta blind pick someone. Can't blind pick Mordekaiser. I think Fiora's great
And the
choice.
Alawi. The KB special Alawi.
Who's the Poppy Top KB? Come on. Get PP up there.
I do like this Lysandra pick. Once you hit level 3, and then especially once you have your ult, you can E into the enemy and just root them, ult them, and get Sejuani a lot of easy ganks. So
Yep.
I will want to see them utilize that / try to roam with that combo.
Yeah.
Benchage has been on all kinds of teams this season.
Yeah.
He's like a mercenary. He's a free agent. Here we'll get into the actual draft and then give ourselves the delay. I will be interested to see how this top lane goes. KB is very comfortable on this Alawi, but Fiora is very strong when piloted well and you're hitting all those passive procs.
And I'm pretty sure Fiora is Evbot's main champion.
Oh, is it? I did
Second to
not know
Mordekaiser.
that. But
I'm pretty sure he's a very good Fiora player, so.
That would make sense. Yeah, if someone's really good at Fiora, that champion is disgusting.
Yeah.
You reek of fear.
Casual showing his value in this series, drawing so many bans in both the drafts.
Yep. Having your profile picture as a champion usually gets some bans that way.
Yeah. Take out Sion and Shaco because they're both just stupidly annoying champions, and then Zac from how overwhelmingly powerful it was in game 1. They do have a nicer spread of damage this time for Titan's Wrath, so I actually like this team comp better since the Zac was banned.
Yep.
But I do like the amount of CC they have on the side of H2O, so if they can protect the Jinx in team fights, they do have the potential to have a very scary 5v5. Oh, Bench's son is watching. Well, we'll cheer on your papa.
I'll come back stronger.
Fine. I'll just be over here, sharpening my feathers.
But which team are you leaning towards in this game? Who do you think's gonna take it?
I'm staying with H2O again. I think this comp will pull him through, get him to the game 3. I don't really think their comp is better than there was last game, but I think they're gonna be more prepared for what Casual can pull out in the jungle and play around that a bit more, give him a lot more respect, and not let him snowball as hard.
Go yell Bentage in your dad's ear for me. Yeah, I agree. I do like the H2O team comp a lot this time, but just judging from how the last game went, if Titan's Wrath gets off some good early ganks from casual, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a strong showing.
Yeah.
But I am hoping H2O takes it so we can get more of this action in the series and have a more hyped game 3 to make that playoff spot.
Yeah.
No. What a good son, ignoring the strangers on the internet. One thing I would have maybe done as far as banning, I know Casual is a Shaco main and really likes that Scion, but if you had left one of them up and just known it was going to come, you could have banned the Seraphine, which has been a big comfort pick for Vintage, and get him on something that's potentially easier to try and punish.
Yeah. I think game casual either of those champions is pretty risky. I know Shaco in the right situation to be super deadly, but if you can build a team comp around not dying to Shaco, I think it could work.
Yeah, if you give him Shaco, you just have to have really good vision so you can see where he's trying to pop up and kill people.
Yeah.
If you give him Scion, you just need some good health shred carries. And again, not to group up for that big ultimate and big Q slam.
I don't think they'd be able to play if they had GP this game. I'm just worried that Jan won't have the ability to solo kill and take advantage of Vintage being on a not comfort pick.
Now it's just out here harassing Vintage's son. It's okay, don't listen to him. You got it. And I'm hoping we're gonna have a lot of spicy fights just in the 1v up here on the top lane, so we can see this Alawi v Fiora action going.
Yeah. I think Fiora definitely has the advantage there. I think she can play around the Alawi ults, get the vital procs, get the true damage, get the healing, and close it out in top lane.
Yeah, having the Q and every time you hit it, it gets that halved cooldown. It'll be really nice, and as long as Fiora is dodging the Alawi E's and Q's, I would agree. It's Fiora favored.
Yep.
But if Alawi can't get a lead, she can become a very big lane bully.
Yes. And besides the Fiora, they don't have a great way to deal with her. Jinx can poke her down, but the Sejuani, Amumu really can't do anything against her, so.
My mind is not blown. No, it's not Benton, it's his son. You're fine. Most people hop in for the draft anyways. And we're coming up 20 more seconds and we'll get into this game and see if H2O can pull it to game 3 or if Titan's Wrath can push through and stamp their card into the playoffs. What about this game? You thinking there'll be any invade shenanigans or any kind of starting bot lane to TP back top?
Definitely none of that. I don't think the Fiora or the Alawi can really pull it off as well as the Maokai can. But I would expect an invade from H2O here. I think they have the Sejuani and the Amumu. Lissandra roots. I think they can pull it off.
Yeah, they have a lot of CC on their side. Well, you could potentially have a stun for Mutir, but you wouldn't want to start that.
Yeah.
Probably a Braum Q. And here we go. There's a ping from Titan's Wrath, so looks like they are gonna look for that 5-man stack.
Yep. And H2O seems to be spread at 5-pointing here. No invade from them.
Spreading out for it, so Szechuan will just have to be making sure she's paying attention. Does see it, gets a ward down.
They
Ward
see the
gets
ward
taken out.
dive.
If that had gone, if Alawi had been there and taken the ward, that would have been huge, because then you get, when you take the ward early, you hit level 2 after 6 minions instead of 7.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
And if you do that and the person doesn't notice, you can kind of get that cheese level 2 and all in them when they're not expecting it. Thank you for the good luck to now, we won't forget you. Even though Spent is just Sunwill. But it does work the same thing for the Seraphine, just like a Seraphine level 2 isn't nearly as scary. And we have opposite starts from the junglers, so pressure topside from Titan's Wrath and probably mid to bot for H2O. And KB did start in lane, so they should know that Udyr started that blue buff.
If you want to gank an Alawi, I think at the very early level, before 6 is definitely when you want to do it. And especially with these trades coming out.
You see a lot of good procs going alpha already.
Yep.
But this is before Alawi has the Q with that slam start, so Alawi will be wanting to hit those Qs to kind of heal up and stay more even in the health.
Yep.
Going for a lot of wave push right now. The only person I don't want to forget me is the Salt. Everyone loves the Salt. He's your homie skillet biscuit, that makes sense. Here we see some just casual farming here in the bot lane.
Yep.
Braum standing still. Oh, there you go. Walked up for the can. Let me see. Udyr finishing up that clear. See if he looks for anything top lane, but the lane's a little pushed, so it might be tricky.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
There's
Szechuan
mid,
is
though.
jumping onto those crooks.
Everyone going for a fight there. You lose the trade really badly, unfortunately.
Yeah, if you're in the Alawi E and you can't actually fight to get it to knock you off, you should just walk out of it as soon as possible. You save yourself a lot of damage. Well, once Salt's back stateside, you guys can have more good combos. Udyr ends up going, grabbing that scuttle. Meanwhile, Sejuani's sneaking in here for the bot lane. There is a ward in the third bush, so if she tries to go up any further, we'll get seen. It's a little pushed, so being patient, but yeah, looking for the back. Nothing to come out of this gank.
Udyr running through mid lane.
Oh, Udyr's just trying to get the double scuttle. Almost made it in the engage there, but couldn't quite get him far enough.
Yep.
Now we see Jelly has a nice health lead here on the Fiora. Definitely early game is when Alawi will be looking to punish Fiora.
Yeah.
I'm glad your nails are pretty to know. See, Yannick Shama's a little low on mana here, so KB punishing a little bit. Or, sorry, Vintage punishing a little bit.
They're brothers, basically the same person.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny, for the longest
Laura.
time I didn't know they were brothers, and when I found out I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah.
Oh, a nice couple of idle procs there for E-Bot, and has back, so got that Sheen, and had the teleport, but now KB has also teleported already, so just kind of stuck here on low health.
Yeah, that is not a great spot for KB to be in, that's for sure.
If Fiora hits 6 and has a good proc on the front, could potentially just be a dive angle.
Yep.
But
He has the Vital and the 6.
Sejuani and Udyr are here, so they were thinking about the dive, but Udyr's trying to give the backup to dissuade it.
Udyr grabbing those Swifties pretty early. There's much more movement around the map.
Yeah, Udyr just loves move speed. Now, both top laners have their ultimates, but with KB so low, I don't know if him getting it off would be enough at this point. Ooh, got hit right after the vital fell off. That was lucky.
Yep.
Good little push here into the tower from H2O's bot lane.
Rom
Look
wall,
for a
saving him along.
dragon with the sedge. The Udyr is on blue, so it might end up being a 3v3 fight.
Yep. Pretty even farm in the bot lane. Doing pretty good down there. Malawi has a CS lead in top lane, and a very slight CS lead for Lissandra in mid.
Oh, they all just run straight up and abandon this dragon. I feel like it's one where they could potentially fight.
It is only a Cloud Drake. It might be bigger fish to fry other places.
They do now see it has started up, so it might end up being
Yeah.
4v4.
Oh, it's looking like it is. Over the wall engage might come out here. But nope.
Dragon's picked up by
Dragon.
Udyr, the
And
charm comes
Mumu
through.
goes down. And Vayne gets first blood. That's big for Vayne. Oh, Sandra, massive. Azure's going down here. So he gets the pass proc.
Sandra picks up the kill. I think they
And
still
that's
win
a lot of
this.
damage on the Vayne.
Oh,
He
ended
goes in,
E
the Q
early.
comes out.
I think if Yana could let that E go all the way and
Yeah.
then taken it, that would have been another kill.
Yep.
A good flash through though by the Vayne to survive. And ended up being a 1-for-1? Yeah, 1-for-1, but the dragon did go the way of Titan's Wrath. I feel like at the start of that fight, half of H2O wanted to fight and half of them just wanted to look for a steal. If they had all
Yeah.
gone in together, I think that would have been a really strong team fight for them. But here we see KB did a good job surviving on the low health and is now the one pressuring in the top lane.
Yeah.
Nice hit on the E,
Malawi.
but it's as the tension
Oh, but
goes down.
Laviol comes out. And Fjord just books it.
Good dash out from Fiora, but now we'll get pressured away from the tower. Ooh!
Edge goes
A
down.
nice dive. But Sejuani is around. We'll see if Alawi gets picked up.
Sandra almost goes down there.
The Alawi did flash
Oh.
away from that ultimate.
And I don't think Kiana wins
Permafrost.
this. He's oh
Ooh.
man, he loses to it. That's big for KV.
Yeah, had the level discrepancy and unfortunately was fighting near a tentacle, and those tentacles just give Alawi so much healing. But a big swing there for KB with the big plays on the Alawi. It's like Udyr doing a little bit of counter jungling since
Yep.
we know Sejuani's dead and might look for this Rift Herald.
Vayne and Braum pressuring the bot lane, getting those plates.
Picking
Sweet,
up the
sweet
plate.
gold.
Well played for them, realizing the Jinx was solo for a little bit. Oh, got the CC immune right after he gets rooted. Unfortunate there for casual.
Venture stacks a little bit. F-bot looking for this fight. Looks like it was lane swap. With F-bot going mid, with Under going top. Trying to move out. Island is getting kill pressure out there.
Does force out the Seraphine ultimate though, so that is a big cooldown
Yep.
to get rid of. Oh, they're actually just swapping the Fiora and Lysandra,
Yeah.
since Ebot doesn't want to deal with that 2-kill Alawi now.
Yeah.
It's kind of at the point I had mentioned where if Alawi gets that lead, it becomes very hard for Fiora.
Yeah.
And despite the range discrepancy, still doing well into the Lysandra. I'll have to see how the Seraphine does into the Fiora.
I imagine Jan just looking for farming up here. He knows he's down a lot of gold, looking to just farm up and give Fiora the kill pressure in mid.
Yeah, it looks like they're jumping back. I think this is the point where since you have the Lysandra ult, this is the time you can look to just 3v1 the Alawi with all the CC and just get that shut down. Currently, Titan's Wrath is up 1-0. This is game 2.
Yep.
Up here, Fiora
And
goes for
Edward will go for the
ultimate
kill.
ult.
Alawi ult comes out. Fiora almost procced, parried.
Wait,
Edward is running and he goes down to KV. Well played.
How did the ult not go off? Did he never hit that last proc?
He never got the left proc and the
Wow.
left.
Yeah, okay. Kind of a big misplay there. That should have been a fairly easy proc to get, but doesn't get the healing and falls to KB getting his 3rd kill.
Jan's going for a play mid though. Locks down Bendage. Gets left here proc off, but Bendage looks like he can just walk it off.
Yep. Yannick going for the Everfrost for even more CC in his kit. Now, Fiora teleporting back to top to pick up more of this farm.
Bendage is really low here. Might down to end, he could probably die.
Oh, the shield! No way!
Big.
Woo!
He's
Yeah.
happily farming the bot lane, pressuring the Vayne.
I thought for
keeping away
sure.
from all the CS.
I thought for sure Bentage was dead there, but yeah, that
Yeah.
shield's saving him. Unfortunate for Yannick Shama.
If bot fighting again, I don't think he can win this one though.
Yeah, I think you just want the quick trades in these fights
Yeah.
as the Fiora. You just want to hit your vital and walk away, and then hit your vital and walk away. Because the biggest thing when you're fighting Alawi is you have to dodge the E so you don't just die, and you have to dodge the Q so you don't.
Big fight going down in bot lane about Umu ult goes out, Seraphine ult. The CC is on both sides here. And Vayne is just getting the kills here, running down these champions. The slows, he gets 2, one gets 3. Oh, 3 goes up to casual, and Lysandra gets a kill in return.
Showed up a little late, but did get the trade back at least 1 kill. A good roam there with Vintage walking down with the casual, having that fight start off 4v3 and picking up 3 kills for it.
Yeah. Drag goes over, they're gonna get Titan's Wrath, most likely gonna secure it here.
Welcome back to now. Oh!
Oh! Jinx ult.
The Wombo combo.
It disrupts again, but Jan goes down to the... Nope, he gets out.
Nicely played.
Yeah, that was a very good Jinx ult.
They do pick up the dragon. Man, if Jinx had just like a hair more damage there, would have been a double. Here, Fiora drops the ultimate once again. Now Alawi drops her ultimate.
Into the Alawi. This is where you just run away.
Ooh.
And you die anyway.
And you got hit by the other tentacle. Hey, Ebot not having a good time this game.
No, no. KB's Alawi is scary.
He does spam that champion a lot in ranked. Right here, you're sitting on the side of H2O. What are you thinking? What do you need to do?
What's this tough one? It's protect Lysandra, like get Lysandra, you have good engages on the Vayne, and just try to hope the Alawi overextends and doesn't die lane correctly. I think that's the main thing. If the Alawi plays it well and they defend the Vayne, I think they not a lot you can do on the side of H2O.
Yeah, for sure. I think Fiora just needs to chill with the fighting, just farm it up till you get items, and you're actually able to fight Alawi again.
Yeah.
And then I agree, yeah, just you have a strong Lysandra, so for team fights you need to look for that ultimate on the bin.
You allow the overextend, you can pick her off at 5v4 team fight, and then they come back into this game.
Yeah. The only issue now with Alawi though is she's so far ahead. That ultimate does so much, even if you send multiple, you might just lose the fight anyways.
Yeah. And Moo getting paid here, big Moo ults. They chain the CC. Jinx comes in.
Not bad.
Alawi's looking very low here. Jinx gets the kill.
Well
Nope,
played from
trying to get the kill. Her. And they're chasing it down. Hex gates are going across. Brum is very low.
Root. Can they catch?
Fiora is pretty low, but she's chasing regardless. Gets slows, and they might get the double here. Get the double.
Nice.
Both on Sejuani, unfortunately, but still very, very good for them.
Yeah, very nice fight. Realizing Vayne wasn't there, picking up a 4 for 0. Unfortunately, none of the kills have gone over to Jinx yet. That's the one thing we kind of need to get a Kali more online, but they do have a big Sejuani and a big Lissandra. It's like Casual's trying to come in for a flank here on the mid lane. Doesn't really have team support yet though, so decides against it.
Yep.
Taking out that vision, that supportly duty. Now it's a little bit of a counter push forming here for Titan's Wrath, looking at that mid tower. We'll see if there ends up being another fight around this, or if they kind of spread back out.
Sejuani is here to come over this wall. Does she have her ultimates? Cannot tell.
Not quite yet, but it's up very soon.
Yep.
Yep, looks like they spread back out, and you're getting pretty close to Fiora hitting that Divine Sunderer. That power spike's pretty big for her, and then just the more items you get in later in the game, you get that champion gets scarier.
Yeah.
Have to survive till later, and make sure Alawi can't push too hard and just end the game on you.
The gold is very close though, still only 100 off, right? Yeah.
Yep. Basically even the gold,
Yep.
just the shutdowns and the tower difference helping make up the 2 kill gap.
Yes.
You see KB hitting those E's, getting some nice damage down on Fiora. Ooh, a nice pick.
Oh.
Forces out the cleanse and flash from Vayne.
Yeah.
Very good.
Two
ultimate
very
there.
important subdues that are now gone.
Yep, now you know if you got into a team fight, if Lissandra can hit the Vayne, you have a free CC.
Yep.
Looks like the drag will be up in 20 seconds. They're looking for a pick onto the Seraphine, and then we'll rotate into the dragon. Seraphine should be dead here, but the trade will be the Rift Herald on the top side.
Yes. Gonna get a kill over to Jinx, hopefully,
Yeah,
and
Jinx,
they do.
Jinx receives the kill. That's what you want to see. Now they should pick up their first dragon for the Rift Herald trade. But definitely good to see the overextension and punishment. Well, they see 3 are coming towards top, so they have the immediate teleport to try and help hold this tower.
Not sure what really matters though. I'm not sure even if Fed Yon on his Lissandra will do anything. Tower will be falling.
Tower goes down thanks to the Rift Herald. No. Ooh.
Oh, Udyr's running in.
Also,
Not getting
Udyr,
done
he's
though.
unstoppable.
Yep. And Vayne's just kiting him out here. Thunder's going down as well as Vayne.
The rest of the
Vayne
team is
very
showing
big,
up.
big Seraphion's. Triple kill for Vayne. She
That
is
Jinx
massive.
damage. Yeah, that Seraphine ult is coming through the team and hitting the entire rest of the enemy team, which is...
Yeah.
They might just end it.
For another
Oh my
one.
God. This is insane. We got 10 seconds, probably don't end it here, but a huge push.
And that gold
Oh,
gap has
Some
widened
of them got to
almost
leave, some of
5K.
them didn't. A little sloppy there.
Hex gates have always been sloppy. Methods I've clicked on it thinking I'm going through it, and I'm just standing next to it is way too many to count.
All right. What's up, Gandhi? Just watching some legal edged actions, trying to see if H2O will pull the upset and get themselves into a game 3, or if Titan's Wrath can close out this game and secure playoff position.
Baron for H2O, can they finish it before they arrive?
Burning down quick, but the Udyr is here, so this is a little 50-50.
Wow, yo, Vayne gets the kills. Can they continue with the kills racking up for Jinx? Very scrappy team fight. The Jinx versus Vayne fight, and Vayne takes it. Vayne is still alive, and now she's shooting them in the back, and she gets the massive quadra kill. Second quadra kill today for Nitro. 2 games, 2 quadras.
Yeah.
And he is 10-0 on the Vayne.
The fight
That
started
is
off
scary.
The fight started off pretty well, looking for H2O, but the Vayne never got locked down and taken out.
If Jinx won the 1v1 there, I think that they win that entire team fight.
Yeah,
Pretty
for
easy.
sure. Unluckily for Jinx, without at least the IE, if not the IE and one more item, Vayne will basically always win that duel, and the Vayne's sitting on 10 kills, whereas Jinx just picked up her second.
Yes.
So a little bit of gold gap there.
Yeah.
He did get the ward though. It's all worth. But you do see whichever carry can get protected and deal the damage in these fights, their team will do well. Here we see 4 members near this Alawi. We'll see how this fight ends up going. It does hit the E and the ultimate, so this is scary.
Big allowed, but I think this put him burst that too quickly. Yeah, he does.
Oof. Kill picked up by the Amumu. And they do get to punish the overextension from Alawi without any follow-up pressure from Titan's Wrath.
Yep.
What does IDK mean? I don't know.
I'm running
Trying
away
to
here.
Catch this
And he
Braum,
gets up. Nice.
Blast Plant saves him. And the Dragon's coming up in about 40 seconds. Probably will be in the next team fight. Fiora is getting to farm up these super waves, so should be catching up a fair amount in gold. If they can delay this game and stall it out to get to a super late game, that will be a big plus. But now the minions are actually gonna, okay, Fiora turned back around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is one where you say, we try to steal the dragon, if we don't steal it, we just give it.
Yep.
It's only 3rd dragon, which is unfortunate, but it's not the soul yet. But you do need to keep those waves, and PR can't really come right now. Yep, looks like they are giving it. I agree with the choice, just playing the long con, trying to get your scaling on board.
Against a Vayne though, it will be tough. But it is the Jinx, Lissandra, Fiora to counter it a little bit. So I think they'll be fine in the long run.
Yeah, the biggest thing with Vayne is it's just, she needs to be the one getting hit with the Sedge ult or the Lissandra ult.
Yep.
She does currently have Cleanse Up though, so the next team fight
Hopefully
will be
both.
tough. But if you can burn it, then you're looking good.
Nithos is not one to make mistakes though. He is cool and level-headed with that cleanse. It'll be a pretty good CC land to actually make him burn it.
Oh shit. Congratulations, Schlimsy, making it into Masters.
Nice.
Insane human being.
I hear 16-25. Anyway, Vayne is getting CC'd. She's trying to get out of there. She's kiting away. And she's going back in now, going for the re-engage. The Nitros is just tearing them apart.
Why does my computer keep doing this?
I mean, guess what that means.
We got 3
Vayne
minutes.
gets in trouble. Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure means I know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, congratulations from these fans. That's awesome.
Getting him falling for Titan's Wrath. They're closing in on this Nexus. And it's not a lot H2O can do.
God, Nitros is 12-0-5 on
Yeah.
Vayne. It's not what you want to see. My kid needs to stop. Bench just trolled the team. How dare. How dare. Oh,
Oh, they
good
got a
catch
pick.
there.
And the Brum is running away.
The
Wow,
allows
he's
here
here to save
misses
him,
the E though. But does save the support. Will fall for it though. KB sacrificing his life for Challenge Cat.
Really a valiant effort.
Yeah, unfortunately for KB there, if the E had hit, he might have been able to just fight that, but without the E, Lowry's damage falls off a cliff.
Vayne has the QSS now, so she's much more protected from this
Better
CC.
he lives for peeling the Vayne. You're right. Now, H2O is trying to rush this Baron, just saying, YOLO it, we need this.
Yep. That they do. Seraphine ult lands on
Seraphine ult comes
20.
in, but doesn't do too much there. Now, jumping over the
Comes
mid.
in, and it goes
Oh,
Titan's Wrath. That is very, very disastrous. And Vayne here just to shoot, keep shooting, and tear down their health bars.
a good steal there from Casual Plebs,
Yeah.
and a 5-for-0 in the team fight, where they will now push for the end.
A very good job.
Very well played here by Titan's Wrath. Pulled it together, had 2 very well played games. Nitros playing out of his mind on Vayne. And they will secure the final spot in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Titan's Wrath. Let's see.
Okay, so is that it for the night, Hailstrom?
It should be. Looks like KB did a ton of damage there with that super fed early Alawi, but just got so much pressure, and the Vayne being 14-0-7 with 1 damage under 20k. Very well played.
Everyone in the chat, remember that the sign-up forms for Season 2 are now out. So if you guys want to be a captain, want to be a player, make sure to fill those out.
Yes, please fill those out. Congrats to all the teams currently in the playoffs. We'll have, I think it's 3 or 4 more weeks left before someone is a champion. And here I pulled up real quick. We can see all the teams that are in the playoffs will be Play Gaming, Bear Squad, Cottonmouse Wearing Jeans, League of Legends, Los Nomadas, Big Wheel, and now Night Raid Owls and Titan's Wrath.
The website isn't updated yet? Oh my god. Bulgaria, what are you doing, man?
Blame
Come on.
Bulgaria. How dare you not have it up to date by the second.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah, if you're ever curious about who's in the playoffs, who's not, I think this is the current seeding, but it might update based on how teams do tonight.
Yep.
Don't act like you have a live Patrick. No, you don't.
We all know the truth.
And yep, Bulgaria will announce the seedings once all the games are finished and he gets it all updated. Wait for that. True. Whenever his wife goes to bed, he'll get everything updated for us.
Yep.
What if we tie? I believe then it's gonna look at wins within series to do the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Instead of having to do tiebreaker matches.
Do it alphabetical based on team name. The most fair way of doing it that everyone really loves.
We'll just flip a coin quickly, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's a tie in series victories, then it goes to whoever had the better game win streak, essentially.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Once again, if you have a Prime that you don't use, toss it our way. We definitely appreciate it. And we will catch you next time in the playoff games.
You guys.
Everyone have a good night.
Night.